Okay, so the sum of a finite geometric series, which is important because we actually will learn that sometimes you can add up an infinite geometric series. And so we're going to have two formulas that come out of this. This is the one for finite. Again, all the three things that we need to know: first term, common ratio, and so let's use the formula to evaluate this series. First, does it look geometric? 3, 6, 12, 24, 48. What does it look like going on here? Looks like we're multiplying times 2, right? 6 over 3 is 2. That's the R. Okay. Sorry. The first term is 3. And what else did we need to know? The number of terms, and how many terms are there? 6. N equals 6. So in this formula, let me do it over. Sn equals A1 times 1 minus R to the N divided by 1 minus R. S6 equals first term of 3 times 1 minus 2 raised to the 6th power divided by 1 minus 2. S6 equals 3 times 1 minus 64 divided by negative 1. Right, which is 3 times negative 63, negative 189 divided by negative 1, positive 189. Now, you could put it in the calculator. Just make sure you use all the parentheses in the right place, like even around that. If you're going to enter it in the calculator that way, make sure you got parentheses there. What I like to do with this one is kind of use the calculator the way that I've showed you already, where you can like store values for the letters and then just type in the formula. And what I usually do is I would store the 3, the first term, I would call that A, alpha A. And I would call that the alpha N, and I would call that the alpha R. And then type in the formula, being sure to use parentheses in the right places. And then it'll take care of the rest of it. Just remember that when you're doing this formula, these are minuses here. Sometimes R is negative too, right? So now you got minus and negative. We know sometimes those should cancel out. But what if you're raising R to an even power? Okay, well then it turns it into a positive. What if you're raising it to an odd power? Okay, well then it's negative and you got minus and negative. There's a lot of places where you could make a mistake. But if you put it in the calculator, like I'm saying, you won't make that mistake. The calculator will get all of that right. Right, like this. Like this, right? Second quit. Clear. So I'm going to store 3 for A. 3, store, alpha A. R is 2. 2, store, alpha R. I think the R is on the times. Yeah. It's hard to see on this emulator. And then 6 is N. 6, store, alpha, I know that's log. Once you've got those in, do the formula, do that formula. Like now I'll go alpha A, parenthesis, 1 minus alpha R, raised to the alpha N. Make sure you get out of the exponent. Right parenthesis, divided by left parenthesis, 1 minus alpha R. Right, so see how I got that typed in? Parentheses where I need them. Calculator knows what everything equals. 189. So that is an option.